Hello, Instagram. Hello, X. Welcome to Crypto Waffle episode 46. Today's topics are business cycle update, breaking down the latest macro cycle report and where we are now and what it means for crypto and risk assets, poly market value hunting, digging into Polymarket's prediction to find the best value plays and what they tell us about market sentiment, and then the biggest liquidations of 2025 so far.
It's
What
been
caused it? Go
a,
on.
a bloodbath the
It
last
has.
24
There's
hours.
a lot of red um, out there today. Some double digits. Filecoin, I think. Actually, what's the worst? Let's have a look on CoinGecko quickly.
It
Um,
was Filecoin, but it's not now.
what was it? What is it now?
It's looking like World Liberty Financial,
Yeah,
Pump.fun.
Pi Network, Pump.fun. Yeah, some double digit stuff today. Some bargains to be had if you have stables.
Yeah,
Yeah, some nice.
yeah. Pump.fun. I think Pump.fun is probably the biggest bargain at the moment
Yeah.
because I think that one recovers.
Indeed. So, I mean, the liquidation stuff, and if anyone's wondering why we've had this big sell off, like realistically, it's not a bigger macro factor because it seems to be just crypto specific. We haven't, like, I believe, or last time I looked today, S&P was at all time highs, Nasdaq is at all time highs, yet putting new all time highs again today. And Nasdaq's up 0.5%, S&P's up 0.4%. And you've also got gold and silver. Gold up 1.4%, again new all-time highs, and silver the highest it has been since I believe 2011. Yes, up nearly 2% on the day. So it is just a crypto-specific thing, and all we've seen is leverage positions effectively get wiped out. Probably a lot of longs, I would imagine. I've seen some stuff on like CoinGlass. Yeah, it is a lot of longs, massive long liquidations. And Mr. Market is doing what he always does, wiping out that leverage before we go anywhere, which doesn't surprise me at all.
It's crazy where this has come out of nowhere. It just goes to show that when everybody in the market knows that we're going in one direction,
Yeah,
there's suddenly a beautiful target for us to go in the absolute opposite. So,
yeah,
some context, fresh off of the heels of our first rate cut of the year, I believe,
yeah,
last week. We go into the weekend where we've got low liquidity, where everybody's expecting crypto to fly. I don't know if we were really saying fly. I guess we were still saying sideways. We weren't really beating the drum of fly. And liquidations come along, and
yeah.
crypto gets a slap in the face.
It was $1.525 billion of longs were liquidated. Liquidated.
That's a lot of value.
Serious,
A lot of
serious
value.
amount of money.
But Financial Navigator, what does it mean? What are the opportunities that we now have? What should we do? Should we
Well,
sell? Is the bull run over? Is Bitcoin dead? Was my father right? Am I a fool for following this magical internet money?
no, you are not a fool. Um, all this is, and for those of you that are watching that have been sensible, you haven't used leverage at 20x, 30x, 100x. Um, if you have capital, this has presented you with potential opportunities on those assets. It's not to say we can't go lower, because I'm pretty sure historically when we do have these big liquidations, we normally get a period of sideways chop for maybe a week to a month. It's sideways to down, effectively, and then we seem to come out. And we were saying last week that sentiment was kind of very neutral, although Twitter headlines very bearish. Overall sentiment seems pretty neutral. And what we want to see, theoretically, or what I would like to see, is everyone be bearish. Everyone on that side of the fence. Top was in. You're all fucking idiots. Why are you still holding your bags? Like, this thing's going to zero. That's what I'd like to see. And then that will then give us that opportunity to go to the complete other direction, and should be going to the upside. But I also did see some interesting tweets that I've actually bookmarked on Twitter, and large speculators are growing incrementally more bearish in the past week, upping net short exposure for Russell 2000 futures, and it hasn't been this short since June 2022. And if you remember back to, I believe, that big drop we had in the S&P earlier this year, when everyone was net short, what happened next? We had a complete reversal, and all we've done is put in higher highs since. So when you see these shorts start to stack, you know full well that likely the opposite is coming, because I've got another tweet saved here as well, which is large speculators added to the net short positions of the S&P 500 futures in the past week, maintaining a bearish view. Again, they haven't been this net short since late, or in the middle of that dip around March. March 2024. So before. So it's interesting. Everyone's still bearish, but then again, for those of you that are sensible, this has created some potential opportunities for us. So, are you taking advantage of this CryptoSI? Because I know I would if I had stables.
If only I could, mate. If only I could. If I could have, I would have. Unfortunately, somewhat unfortunately, but I positioned myself prior to these
Same, yeah,
dips. So these dips have not gone back down to where I was positioned anyway. But if I was in the job market and I was earning a pretty penny from elsewhere, let's say we was getting a massive sponsorships onto Crypto Waffle from Sony and Panasonic and all these other giant companies, then I would spend that money right now and I would rush out and I would buy Filecoin and Pump token
yeah,
today. I would buy it as fast as I possibly could. If I couldn't get my hands on those, then I would take Solana. But yeah, for me, I think this is the clear out. You had said about it. You had said that you did want to see Bitcoin dominance in particular go back and retest. And when you do your market Jesus bit, I tend to
yeah,
not. I tend to not question it, and then when it comes true, like it has over the last few days, I'm like, okay, fair enough. Hopefully, this means that the man is right, and we do get our big run that we're hoping for in the last 3 months of the year. I am, though, if I'm honest, starting to worry because I feel like the clock is ticking.
That's what I like to hear, though, because a crypto veteran like yourself starting to get worried about what's to come is, when sentiment starts to get a bit bad,
Yes.
and that makes me feel better.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not nervous. I'm not, but I'm starting
Don't
to get
get
a little
nervous,
bit,
but starting to get a little bit
a little
shaky.
bit, starting to get a little bit shaky. So yeah, this clear out. It's been on the cards. People have called for it. Bitcoin hasn't really moved, so it has only been the alt pretty much.
Yeah, and
Bitcoin's
that's
done a
because everyone's levered on alts
yeah,
rather than just
everyone's
buying
leveling.
spot.
Yeah, and that's
Yeah,
what, and it's understandable because we are expecting the move anytime soon. So
yeah,
it would make sense that Joe Public, even both of us were both long on our trades this week, and we were looking phenomenal going into Sunday.
yeah.
We're looking horrific now, by the
I
way.
mean, I
But
have got an ETH short on that's doing all right at the moment,
okay,
because
okay.
that was kind of my little hedge for if we got a downside.
When you got
So
that
that's
right,
still doing all right. But yeah, this also, if someone has got money like a perps, like hype, like I have, that's sitting there doing nothing, this creates opportunities to get some longs on.
yeah.
And as I've said before, long but with low leverage,
What would be
because
your
you can
top
still get
three?
some ridiculous gains.
What would be your top three tokens you would long right now?
I haven't really looked, like, if I'm honest.
Put you on the spot.
I want to say Ton, just because it seems to be one that never gets a mention. It does nothing, and then all of a sudden will do something.
Okay.
Is one that I like the look of. I'm not in a position of it yet. Um, I would say ZANO, but you can't leverage that on hype. I don't believe you can do deep either, can you?
Well, Zano's not really. Zano's held up quite well, you know.
It has. That's why I like it, although
Mm.
it is down. But yeah, Filecoin is one that I think is severely undervalued. Although I'd like to see some sort of support hold
What was the
before
one
I
you
even
said right
entered
after?
anything.
What was the one you said right after ZANO?
Deep was
Deep.
it?
Okay. Yeah, it was deep.
Um, but yeah, any of the big majors like Sui looks good here. Solana looks pretty good. B&B I'd be interested in if it come down to like 900 again.
Yeah.
So that's got a little way. What else is there? There's a couple bits like I haven't really looked across stuff like Pump. Maybe I'd like to see it come back down to about 0.0044
Do you
four
know why?
five.
Do you know why I like Pump at the minute? I feel
What's
like
that?
Pump. I feel like Pump is a leverage Solana play,
Yeah,
and I feel like if we move into the rotation from ETH to Sol and the other roll ones, which we're kind of hoping will happen, we're kind of expecting to happen, I think
yeah.
that Pump does well.
I tell you what, I think this is be. It's not retarded of me, but if I know you've said this before, if Doge does come into like that 22 or 20 cent area, I might add more Doge positions, but slightly levered.
Yeah, back up the truck.
Only 2-3x, nothing major.
Yeah, back up the truck. I,
It just
I,
seems one of them simple, straightforward plays right now.
I'm so surprised that we haven't got Doge at the moment at 30 cents. It's really
I mean, it
been,
peaked out. What's that? 2 weeks ago at 30.
yeah, it about touched it, didn't it? But now it's come back.
Yeah,
It's come back.
and we said that though. We said that like it could definitely come out and retest.
Mm.
And if anyone keeps up with Crypto Insight UK, who we featured on the show a couple months back, he put out two scenarios for Doge. You either go above 30, retest the 30, then you break out, or you retest the 20 to, I think it's like 20 to 18, don't quote me on it, area, and then you go.
Okay.
So I think we're in those ranges.
Yeah.
Um, and like I will be doing a bit of work this evening slash tomorrow morning and seeing what looks good. Because another one I quite look is hype, but it needs to regain some areas before I even thought about long in it.
Hype has now suddenly got a competitor though, hasn't it? In
Yeah.
allegedly this
Do you know the big difference between the two though?
what is the other one that what is Hype's competitor?
Is it
Let's
Asta?
let's fill everybody
ASTER?
on Asta. Asta
Yeah.
is another perp dex, but it is kind of like Binance's baby. Um,
It was
so
by
as
one of
Binance
their
is doing well, Asta is doing
little
well.
foundation things, wasn't it?
Yes, yeah. I guess it was
Is it
incubated
YZY
by Binance.
Labs or
Yeah,
something?
Binance Labs. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think the major difference though between that and hype is that you can buy levered stocks on that. You
Sorry,
can't do that on hype.
I'm gonna have to let the cat in because she's screaming for her life. Hold on, oh, there she is. She's
She's
literally
in.
screaming for her life. All right, girl. Yes, I'm doing
Yeah.
a video.
So you can't get levered stocks on hype, but you can on Asta apparently.
Oh, you get stocks as well,
Yeah.
do
So if you
you?
want levered stocks, apparently that's the place to be. I haven't used it. I can't. I could be completely wrong. And apologies if I am.
You might be
But
because I'm looking for Tesla and I can't see it.
oh, I got told you could do leather stocks. So, but hey ho. Even if I am wrong, yes, you're right. That is one of Hype's major competitors.
Yeah. So it definitely is a decentralized perps dex. Whether or not we can get stocks on here or not is still up for debate. I know, you're right. If I
You
click
can you?
stocks, I can see Apple, I can see Tesla, I
Boom,
can see
boom.
Nvidia, Amazon. They're all here. Nvidia's done 5% today.
Yeah. See, stocks haven't been effective. So I'm saying it is a crypto specific thing. So I
Yeah.
really wouldn't put too much weight behind what's happened.
Um,
Um,
so what you're saying is the macro is still the macro. The
yeah,
macro is
macro's still
still
looking good. Gold, I don't know if you saw in the Crypto Waffle Light channel, but gold sentiment's getting pretty heated. McDonald's have a new advert out and they advertising a gold sauce. Like that, if anything screams top, it's McDonald's putting out
Popsicle
an advert with gold
topping.
sauce.
Well, does it really? Because I know I'm guilty of doing this every time around, but the maths is the maths, right? And
Oh yeah, it could still go higher. Like, don't get me wrong, but
we
it
just
would
dropped
not
interest
surprise
rates
me if at some point in the nearish, I mean, in the next maybe,
3 to 6 months.
I was going to say month to 3 months,
Okay.
right, that we get some sort of top form on gold.
Yeah.
Because realistically, we're not going to have a top where it's just one straight candle and then we revert again. Like, I don't
Yeah.
think that would happen. I think we have some sort of distribution or something at highs. We've also reached a cup and handle target that formed from 2011 up
Okay.
until 2024.
Okay.
That's now been hit. We're
Nice
also
and
at
sensible.
we're also at a second take profit level for my trend based fib extensions. So there's a bit of confluence here, nearing a fib level, nearing uh, t- targets for cup and handles. You've got sentiment extremes. You've got Google Trends also at the highest it's ever been for gold. And you're starting to see a couple of the gold bugs on X start to do victory laps, or a couple that I follow. Like I don't know if you've seen the photos of like Peter Schiff with gold grills and everything.
No,
Yeah,
no.
I've had all of that on my timeline.
Do you
So
know what? Right. Fair play to Peter Schiff because although he's always tried to bury crypto, in reality, he is on to the next best thing with
yeah,
gold. And
he's saved the boomers effectively.
yeah, oh yes, oh yeah,
Is the way I look at it.
yeah,
Like as
yeah.
much as he can be a complete knob, he has done well and saved some boomers.
He has saved the
Because
boomers.
if
You're
they
absolutely
hadn't
right.
had gold, they would be screwed.
Well, some of them don't have gold.
Yeah. So
No.
yeah, but yeah, there's a bit of heated sentiment around gold. Other than that, I'm not really seeing much. But yeah, there's a couple of things that are confidence. Like we're severely overbought on the monthly RSI. Like currently at 89 on gold. We've only been the last time was these levels was 1980,
Oh yeah,
like serious levels. So it wouldn't surprise me some sort of top forms
yeah.
within the next one to
It
3 months.
it sounds like it, right?
Yeah, and it's not to say that this correction, like this is the top, and then we're going to have like a massive correction. We likely have like a 20 to 30% correction, something like that. Like I think you might get another opportunity to buy gold at 3,000, 3,200, something like that. You've just got to be patient.
Yeah,
Like that's it.
yeah,
For all I know, we could go up to 4,200 before we get that correction.
yeah.
It's just that saying his sentiment is elevated. And this is typically the kind of stuff you see. It's like when McDonald's now I'm going to be on the lookout for a Bitcoin advert in McDonald's, and then that will be another sentiment indicator.
Yeah.
But let's see. Um,
Not
let's
long to go, I don't think.
no, let's jump into Polymarket value hunting.
Oh yes. So
So you
this
you explain
weekend,
to the ladies and gentlemen what Polymarket is first.
no, I'm going to explain to the ladies and gentlemen that this weekend I was minding my own business, just trying to, watch the football with my son and enjoy life. And I had a certain financial navigator sending me all of these victory laps he was doing with this new thing that he's found called value betting or value invest. What would you call it? Value betting? Right. Well,
Value
anyway,
betting. I mean, I used to do the same sort of thing on Sky Bet. Like, you see something really skewed.
and you just,
Like, I'll share my screen.
oh,
So
I was going to do that. Go on.
everyone
Yeah.
can.
You,
I'm
you
more than
share it.
happy to share my degenerate gambling, or my new way of degenerate gambling with the ladies and gentlemen. Can you see Polymarket?
Yep.
So I put around $130 in here. I'm trying to keep it sensible because I know what I'm like. I'd quite happily put 1,000 on here and probably go through it within a week or two. But we're here to be sensible, okay? Um, now, in pretty much a week. I don't know what that is percentage wise, but I've earned $66.57, and I'm up. Good. I can't have a current position that is up near enough 6x. And when I put this on, it's only a small position. It was the unlikely chance that Max Verstappen will do the unthinkable, and it is unthinkable because at the time there was a big points gap between him, Lando Norris, Oscar Piastri. And anyway, this weekend, if anyone watches F1 in the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, McLaren had an absolute shit show, which done Max a favour. And his odds have jumped from 1% to 9. So my position I then bought really cheap is now up. Now, for me, I thought $4.93. You'll see these odd numbers and be annoyed, but that's because it made a nice round number in my cash account. Okay, that's the only reason why I betted the funny numbers. But at the time, I thought $4.93 for a potential of 367, and I could now make this 100% risk-free trade and take my original $5 back.
You 100% should.
I should, but $5 I don't care about. So I will just leave that until it's whatever. Like if that was obviously looking back on it, and if I had some maybe bigger cojones and put $1,000 on here, I may have put $40, $50 on this bet. And if it was up to like 280, 300, I'd take a couple $100 or whatever
Would there have
and
been
leave
the
the rest.
liquidity in there for you to put $1,000 down?
Possibly. If not, you'd probably have to do a series of smaller positions.
Click it. Let's have a look. Let's see what it's saying. Yeah, oh yeah. Look, 100 million's been gone through this one.
Yeah.
So yeah, there would have been.
There would have been the volume.
Yeah.
But you can do all sorts. So just to show you guys my history, another reason why I love this, right? You can sell your positions at any moment. So if I'm on Sky Bet and I bet on a football team to win, I have to wait for that football match to finish before I get my money back. On here, I can sell my position at any given moment. Okay. Again, this weekend, I had a series of winners this weekend or back end of last week, whatever you want to call it. I saw some value. First of all was Barcelona. So Barcelona were playing Newcastle at Newcastle's ground in Champions League. And if anyone watches football, Newcastle aren't the best of the best. They're not like Arsenal or like bloody Liverpool, Real Madrid, right? And for some reason, it was like Newcastle were favourites to beat Barcelona. And I was like, I'm not having that. Like, that's just not, in my head, the math was mathing. And my math was correct. Barcelona won, and I got the money.
I think a situation like that, I think there's a lot of Geordies, which is what we call people from Newcastle in England. There's a lot of Geordies who will back their team.
Yeah, and I appreciate that, but they've got to live in a real world. And Barcelona going to Newcastle, there was no way Newcastle should have been favourites. And I looked on Sky Bet, they weren't favourites. It was just Polymarket that was slightly out, and it's probably because of people volume or whatever. There might have been some rich Geordies just pumping up the Newcastle side of things.
Well, normally you'll get the arbitrage will normally equal it out. So it's rare. If you do find that, then you've done well.
Yeah, and the same thing was happening with Club Brugge. I can't remember who they were playing. I don't know if this loads back up to the old thing. But yeah, they were playing this. That's not Monaco, is it? Oh, it's Monaco.
Yeah,
they were playing Monaco. Now, in football terms, right? Again, I did a little bit of research on Sky Bet. Monaco is shit against compared to Inter. So again, they were like
Inter. That's Club Bruges.
Club Brugge.
Yeah,
that's right.
Belgian team.
Monaco, right, were trash. But yet again, for whatever reason, it was like evens. I was like, this is wrong. Like, Club Brugge should be like 70% winners here. Like, it should be 70-30, not 50-50. Anyway, again, I found some value. My thought process was correct. There were some others, like I lost. Tottenham away at Brighton. I thought Tottenham had managed to snatch a win against West Ham away. Brighton haven't had the best start to the season. It's definitely something I could see Tottenham winning. Unfortunately, they didn't win, but the value was there.
There's a moral to that story, sir.
What's that?
As a proud gooner, you never, ever, ever back Tottenham to win anything. They are born losers.
I was backing them to win a game, not the Premier League.
I hope you've learned your lesson, sir.
No, I shall. If I see value, I shall buy. There was also some value on buy 11 when they were 1-0 down, I believe. And I thought that was out. It was only a small bet. Didn't come in. Burnley, they lost 1-0 to the best team in the Premier League, Liverpool, at their home ground. They had Forest, I believe, at the weekend at home, and Forest were massive favourites. I thought that bet was out of whack. Again, went for Burnley. Unfortunately, didn't come in, but it is what it is. It's all part of this value hunting. And another good example of it was City against Arsenal, your team, CryptoSI. And Arsenal were massive favourites. And I was like, hang on a minute. City have thrashed United. Okay. Arsenal, yes, they have some good stats about at home, but I thought there's no way it should be 80-20 in Arsenal's favour.
No.
So I bought some City. I then cashed out of some of that City, watching the game, thinking, okay, Arsenal are definitely going to get a goal at some point. I took my money and then I betted on the draw. What happened? I got the best of both worlds. So happy
Gabriel
days.
Martinelli came and saved your bacon in
He
the
did.
90th minute.
But then again, it was only a small bet. So I took 18. I put £3.69 on a draw. Did a cheeky little 3x. Boom. And then again, there was some value, I believe, in the F1, Max Verstappen winning, and he won because, I mean, F1's a bit more difficult because people can crash and it fucks them up.
Yeah.
But there is a lot of value to be had. Like I was looking today at some of this other stuff. There's so much random stuff on here that you can bet on, like ridiculously random stuff. But just look for value. And there's, I don't know if you knew as well, there is supposedly talks of Polymarket launching a token and doing an airdrop. Now, to do that, apparently one of the criteria to get the drop is based on how much volume you do. So there has been some big whales out there just doing arbitrage with big volume, just betting on like the odds are like 99% for them to win something, and they just bet big on it.
I don't think they can possibly do it by volume because then it won't be the individuals won't get it.
Yeah,
So they can't do it by volume because then
yeah. I
that
mean,
would be
I don't know what the other criteria were off the top of my head, but I believe volume was one that could potentially be it. So it's obviously some people trying to volume farm effectively.
yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Do you know what? I think I'm going to assume it's going to be something like quadratic. Like the more volume you have, the more you get, but it kind of goes down the higher you get. So
yeah,
if that makes sense, so if you've done 10 million, you're not going to get 10 times as much as if you've done 1 million, but you
yeah,
will get more than if you've done 1 million. So I think they'll do something like that and then have maybe like a minimum that you've had to bet over the course of your wallet's history. I don't know, maybe like $500, something like that, and then give out tokens based on that. So there might be some what we call Sybil attacks, but
yeah,
they can't do it just on volume. That would be horrifically
yeah.
unfair. I
Yeah, I
believe.
think you're right. I don't think they do that just on volume. Just looking at this, so Pump.fun, there's a market here for Pump.fun to hit 1 cent in 2025. What are we at now?
Yeah, but we was at as
So
high
we're
as
only at, well, we're only 72% off. So what's the odds here? 50-50. With Q4, I would have said that's out.
yeah. I would take the yes on that side.
Should we do a little bit of value betting?
Let's do a bit
Let's
of
do a
value
bit of
on that.
value betting. So what we got? 181.52. Should we do £6.52?
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah. Lovely bit of value betting. Oh, now I've got. Can you see this phantom asking for my password?
Yeah.
Right, let me stop sharing just in case. But we are doing some value betting live. But this is what I've been up to. I don't know if you've been doing much CryptoSI
I've
on
been using
Polymarket
it.
at all.
I've been using it for a long time, but I don't do whopping bets like $5. I'm more of a
Whopping, it's hardly big.
I'm more of a $2 and or fifty
A couple
cents man.
bucks.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I want to. I like the thrill of winning more than I like the. Oh, I don't know if I can do this. I want to put in a bet as well, but I think I have to. Oh, it's not going to let me. It's going to
Right,
tell me.
it's on.
country.
The value betting is on.
I'm gonna have to do mine off screen because I'm currently in the UK and I don't think I'm allowed.
I'm not, you see. I'm currently abroad.
You lucky thing.
Where am I in the world today? Let me just have a quick check. I'm in Berlin.
Okay, guten Tag.
Yep, guten Tag, sir. Guten
Guten
Tag.
Tag.
But
So,
yes,
so, so yeah, Polymarket I think is brilliant. Away from the value betting, which is cracking, and I think if you do find some good value bets, I think before you get them, you should share them in our Crypto Waffle VIP section.
yep, I think I will.
It does also give you a good idea of other upcoming events. The one I mostly use it for, as we've said before, is the Fed rate decisions. So
Yeah,
October's coming up. I will look on Polymarket as I am now, and it's looking like 84% chance that we're going to get a 25 basis points decrease.
yeah,
Polymarket usually gets this right. The one time it was wrong, kind of close to the occasion, was with Donald Trump in the elections. But famously, there was a French Canadian guy who, I don't know if he's French Canadian or just French, who done his own poll, paid a couple of 100,000 to do his own poll, and then whacked on a massive amount of money, some seven or maybe eight figures, on Trump winning because his poll had told the truth, whereas the other polls were made to just tell us a narrative.
yeah.
And he made a lot of money. I don't know if he got in
Mate,
trouble or not.
I was looking at it last night, right, just before going to bed. And last night they had that thing in the US, remembering what's his name? Charlie Kirk, whatever it is.
Oh yeah.
They had that ceremony. And there was a market for what will Trump say during the ceremony. And one of the things was beautiful wife or something. Right. And I tried doing it. The only downside I find out about Polymarket is sometimes they don't go through.
Yeah.
So you'll confirm a transaction, but sometimes it won't go through.
Yeah.
Anyway, I thought I've put this thing on. I've woke up in the morning, and then one of the first clips I see on X is Trump going something along the lines of, "Oh, it's so unfortunate for Charlie's beautiful wife," and I was like, "Yes, he's done it." And I've come on this morning, and I was like, "Oh my god, it wasn't there."
Oh.
You son of a gun. But there is so many random markets. Like there's some guy that's doing a water fast or a challenge. There's a poly market thing for if he'll complete it or not.
Okay.
Like there's poly markets for who will acquire TikTok.
Hmm.
Like there is so many.
So I guess the next one for someone to say something is what will Kamala Harris say on the Rachel Maddow show tonight?
Yeah, possibly there probably is that. I mean, I've found a what will Trump say during address to UN General Embassy on the 23rd. So the
Oh.
top market or one of the tops is mention America 30 plus times. Or mention peace 10 plus times.
Yeah, Russia, Ukraine 7+ times. Yeah, God 5+
Yeah.
times. I don't think he'll mention God.
You don't reckon?
No, Trump doesn't really mention God.
5 plus times? Yeah, that's a probably a bit of a stretch, isn't it?
Mm. But the odds of it are quite low. It's
Yeah.
only 39. How long is he talking for? Do we know?
I couldn't tell you. He might mention Vladimir because he's been talking a lot to Vladimir. I mean, there's hottest. Why would he say hottest?
I
I don't
don't
really
know.
know.
But how much is, yeah, just the one time?
Yeah.
64% hottest.
So I mean, there's so many random.
And you know he's got his son on here. So we've
Yeah,
got the
just
actual
betting.
tweet, just mopping up all of the things. Let me show my screen so you can
Go
get a
on.
look at what we can actually see.
It's crazy.
Yeah, so here it is, and here's my little portfolio. This is how the poor people do it. $30 here and there. So yeah, here's God, and it's quite easy to use if you're in the right country. Obviously, I'm in England, so I don't have the freedom to use it. Um, but he will definitely say Israel, 93%. Seven Wars, yes. Crypto or Bitcoin, people don't think he's going to
I
say
mean, it's
that.
unlikely he's going to mention that to the UN General Embassy.
He, I can imagine him saying something like, "Yeah, America, we are staying ahead on tech. You know, we're
We are the
ahead on
crypto
AI,
hub of the
we're ahead
world,
on crypto. Yeah, we really care about Bitcoin.
and
It's
it
not
is the
just Bitcoin.
hardest.
It's the hottest coin. It's going to obliterate all the other coins that
Yeah.
Vladimir ever makes. Oh, please. So
And
all the
the other thing is you can view people's accounts. So if you scroll down
yeah,
to the chat,
yeah.
I found some bloke that had a serious gambling addiction the other day.
Was he good
Oh
though?
my God, no. I've found really good ones, but I've also found really. So look at that guy.
Yeah,
14K he's down.
14K in the hole.
I found some guy that was down
Most of them,
47K.
most of them are down though. 2K, $9 up. This is
Now
my
he's smart.
yeah. This is my type of guy. Just keep it nice and small, baby.
Why is hottest? He's asking the same question we were asking. Why is hottest at 65%?
I don't know, 2K, 1K. And when you find somebody who's
Who's
done really
good? You just
well,
got to look at what they're
yeah, let's
betting
see.
on.
Who's the best one that we
Because I
can see?
found a guy that was negative 47, but then I found someone that was up like 170 or something.
Yeah, I like to take it as a percentage of how much they've spent as well.
Yeah.
So this guy's good, I think. Biggest win?
It's a shame it doesn't give you a percentage of what he's up profit or loss.
No, it doesn't, unfortunately. Uh, let me click the activity. What's he most recently done? He's gone yes on peace 10 plus times.
Oh, there you go. There's the Rachel Moore show.
Yeah. Will she
He,
say
he
sorry?
nailed some of them.
Well, no, we don't know yet because I don't think it's come on yet.
Oh, that's when he's placed the bet 5 hours
Yeah.
ago. Right, okay.
Yeah. Or he placed a bet and then he's selling his position even before it's
Yeah,
happened.
because it's gone up.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so that is that. Um,
Interesting. I like it.
have you got a report you wanted to do before we do our predictions?
I have indeed. So for everyone that's been fretting and that is worrying,
You may
um,
have to wriggle through this because I've got to go at 7.
all right, it's just photos.
Okay.
Um, let me just load this up. So this is from. Let me share my screen. This is from Real Vision. As always, they give us the alpha, and I like to share it. So, dun 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 dun. Where is the report? Can you see or no? No,
I
you
can only
can't
see
see.
us.
So if I share
Two extremely
screen,
handsome men.
there we are.
There we go. Now you're talking.
So you can now see the business cycle update. Anyway, I'm going to skip through all that to it. We just want the photos because we are children. First, the ISM turns up and the confidence returns to manufacturing growth and retail sales will come back online. So this is saying that US retail sales are effectively the same as the ISM. If US retail sales start improving, the ISM should improve. ISM and global exports, and this is the ISM with a 3-month lead. Around the same time, we should see a recovery in global exports begin to take shape. The ISM versus S&P 500 with a 12-month trailing EPS year over year. More activity, more consumption equals more earnings. So this is with a 12-month trailing. And you can see here again, it's a very close kind of correlation with the ISM. This is ISM with a 5-month lead. The conference board of CEO confidence, more earnings, more CEO confidence equals better business earnings, better business cycle. ISM regional Fed survey, a stronger ISM plus more CEO confidence equals more capex, capital expenditure. That's businesses spending money. ISM versus US non-farm payrolls month after month as activity and investment pick up. This then spills over into the need to add to payrolls. ISM versus US rig count. As demand comes back online, so do rigs. When he says rigs, he's talking about oil rigs. ISM crude oil, and when rig counts start rising year over year, it signals the energy sector gearing up for expansion. This means more capex, more jobs, more follow through into the cycle, and higher oil prices. ISM versus industrial metals. Growth in industrial metals prices begins to rise. So that will be the likes of the copper. So again, thinking back to the copper gold ratio, we need that to bottom before the ISM really starts to pick up. So what we should see in the coming months is copper look to break out at some point. ISM Bloomberg versus the Bloomberg Commodity Index. In fact, commodities as a whole start to do well. So this probably holds gold, silver, maybe like some steel, copper, zinc, and some other things in there. I would have thought. S&P first high beta mini vol stocks year over year. Cyclical equities start to outperform, as we're already seeing, and much like emerging markets, they are beginning to price in a recovery in the ISM. So you can see this here, that they're starting to scream to the upside, which means the ISM is just lagging. Again, the ISM versus Russell
Well,
2000.
if you go back to that, how far does the ISM ever lag by? Oh, it's
I mean,
everyone
it
keeps
can
trying
be a
to
fair
compare.
bit. Like, look
Yeah,
down here, ISM was literally in the low, whilst
yeah,
this was probably up.
yeah,
So there can be quite a big lag. ISM versus Russell 2000. So this is like the meme coins of the stock world. Effectively, small caps join the party. Rising earnings plus Fed rate cuts equals rocket fuel. Again, you can see that kind of leading. ETH BTC year over year. Finally, as the cycle accelerates, investors push further out the risk curve into small cap tokens and early projects. That's why ETH and BTC have started to rise again. Same as value versus growth, or small cap versus large cap. And then central banks cutting rates. What's the bottom line? When the ISM turns higher, two groups lead: long duration assets, liquidity sensitive; cyclicals, earnings driven, ISM sensitive. This is the framework and sequencing you need in your head when allocating assets across the business cycle, especially when combined with our lead indicators and the MIT macro seasons. And right now, our lead indicators are pointing to higher across the board. That's a wrap from us this time. Hope that was helpful. So we can see that the business cycle is just effectively it's elongated. Like, this time is different because
yeah,
it's the only time in history, one, we've had to deal with extreme money printing from 2020. We've then had to deal with the repercussions of that in the downturn, which we
yeah,
saw a lot of blow ups in crypto land,
yeah,
FTX, Celsius, and
yeah.
some other things. And it's basically just taking a long time to bottom out. But once we start to pick up, as he mentioned with the Russell 2000 chart, I won't scroll back to it, but it's pretty much rocket fuel. So,
There's not many charts that have been produced or are being produced by any of the experts in the financial world that say anything other than it's go time.
yeah,
All the charts
it's
are.
all still to play for in Q4 and early next year.
Do you think there's a chance that all of these charts and all of these people are wrong?
Possibly. But then again, like, I'm more with my framework, I'm still looking to take a large chunk going into year end if my assets at prices that I can take. If they're not, I'm young. I'm more than happy. And as the charts have proven for specifically Doge, over a period of time, it outperforms everything.
Yeah,
So, yes, I suspect that I will have an opportunity to take some profits for Doge, but I am leaning towards leaving actually quite a large chunk of it in case we get this extended into like Q3
yeah,
next year.
yeah.
But again, we have to see how the data comes with it.
Very fair, sir. Shall we look at our horrific, horrendous,
Yeah,
almost exactly on the money, but not quite predictions from last week?
let's jump into it. So, my Bitcoin prediction came true today. Come on, get up. That's what we like to see. Although, I mean, my squiggles, I don't know if you want to call them squiggles of truth, but the squiggle was down then to the upside. So
Well,
let's
yeah,
see if
but
that,
that's what's going to happen next.
yeah, let's see if that plays out. But unfortunately, we haven't hit your target, which was what, 120k?
Yeah,
Yeah, but we hit mine of what, 112 was it?
112, right on the button, mate.
Yeah, literally on
Literally.
the nail. We went to a low of 111999.
Yeah.
Boom, boom. ETH, both
Oh,
wrong. Yeah, we both went bullish. Didn't get it.
or we came back to that resistance, which was the lower one. Do
Yeah,
you know? And do you
the
remember
lower support.
you were umming and ahhing about doing the lower one because you've
Yeah,
gone with the lower one for Bitcoin?
yeah.
You're like, if
But then
Bitcoin
again,
does it, does
if
it?
everyone just zooms back out, where are we? Oh, we're just retesting old highs.
Hmm.
Bullish,
Super bullish. Okay.
indeed.
Hype.
Um, hype. I mean, what was our prediction?
60 and 62.
Right. Whoever got 60, I'm going to give it to you because it hit 59.41.
Oh, that was me.
Oh,
And
well
it was
done,
one of
sir.
those rare occasions when you went more bullish than me.
Just a tad. Yeah,
Yeah.
just a tad. But yeah, you pretty much nailed it. And since then, we've rolled over. But on a bigger time frame, what I don't like here is that you could class this as a fake out.
Yeah.
And if that is a fake out, we could see an extended move in the opposite direction for hype. And what I have said to some clients is that it wouldn't surprise me if we come down here. And I think a lot of people would shit themselves if that happened.
I don't think we do. Because if you look at the other one, that might have been seen as a fake out as well. You see where that
Which one?
yellow line is?
This one
Go
here?
where go left? About 6 more. That right there.
Yeah, but we
So,
didn't break above.
right, but
So
that yellow line wouldn't have been there at the time, though, right?
no, no, yeah. So these white lines. So let me change this white line to a yellow because all we've got here is effectively some sort of channel that price has respected for a very long time, as you can see.
Yeah.
It's this flat top. So if I change this to white, it's this flat top with, and if I get rid of that, just to draw this kind of bottom one in. So that's like I think they call it an ascending triangle with a flat top. So
Hmm.
there's your flat top. They're typically bullish patterns because price, by putting in higher lows, is proving that it's getting stronger. But where we've had this breakout and then we've closed back in is the potential fake out. That's what I don't like. What we'd like to see is this week is we get back up above that like $50 range. If we don't, I think there's a big hype short to play, potentially.
If you had to go one way or the other, which way would you go?
Short,
Really?
because that's where the most value is.
Okay.
That's the only reason. Like
Okay.
I'd probably take a bit of profit at like 38, maybe another bit at like 32, and then ultimately have like the final TP at like 28,
Yeah.
something like that. So I think there's definitely a big short at play there.
Okay.
Monero, we were both. Well, actually, when did we do these? Where's
Was that
Monday?
300?
Oh yeah, you nailed it. I'm going to give it to you.
Did it get
You
that
were.
high?
What was your prediction? 350.
360. That
We
was me.
went to a high of 346. So maybe I can't give you that.
Yeah, no, I was a bit further off.
$14 off.
Yeah.
Right idea though.
Close.
Yeah, not far off. But then again, the structure's not bad because we've had this downwards um, pattern happening with lower lows or and lower highs, and then now we've had a break and a retest. These are the retests where you buy for further upside.
Yeah.
So again, technical wise, it's looking okay for possible longs because you're also at like a local support area around this 287 or 290. Doge again. Oh, what was the high? 30.30 and a half cents. What did you say? 32.
Yeah, I went
Yeah, I
crazy.
give it to you.
You gonna give me that one?
Yeah, it's
Seven
two
and a half.
cents.
Yeah. All right, fair
It's
enough.
2 cents. It was spot on. But
Would you
again,
34?
yeah, I can't give it to me. It's too far. But then again, a bit like Monero, Doge has broke out and retest. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Um, we'll see on other occasions, like over here, you've had a breakout, retest. You could say you retested that 2 times effectively
Mm,
before your breakout. And I'm sure if we went down to the old cycles, do we have any retests? No, we don't have any breakout and retests, but it's typically a bullish thing. There's nothing wrong with it. Let's see if we had any in 2013. I mean, you could potentially say that was kind of a breakout retest onto that low there. That one there, not quite. But yeah, again, looks pretty good. And again, like we mentioned earlier on in the show, if Doge does come to like, I don't know, oh Christ, so high. 20 cents again, 22 cents. I may be looking to put some lever longs in.
yeah.
So we'd have to see.
Yeah. Anything lower than we are now,
To
even
be
as we,
fair, I'd probably start nibbling now.
yeah.
So
Yeah. Because otherwise you possibly being a bit greedy, waiting for it
yeah,
to go
we could
inside.
definitely drift lower, but as long as you've got the balance and you can manage the balance in your perps account, you'll be fine at
Well,
the
you
end
could
of the
just
day.
get spot if you want to get spot. You don't have to
Yeah,
get
or
low.
just buy a spot, DCA lower.
Just buy spot. You say low, yeah. Why not?
Oh, actually, before I stop sharing, we need to do predictions for this week, don't we? So, which assets do we want to add this week? We got Bitcoin, ETH, and what else?
Filecoin.
I was going to say Pump as well because you were mentioning that at the start.
Yeah, Fart.
Pump.
Pump.
What else?
Um, what else has been in the news? Let me check Crypto Waffle News.
Hype's kind of been in the news because Arthur Hayes has sold his hype.
Oh, has
That
he?
keeps getting pushed around at the minute.
But people worry about what he buys and sells, but he's not a trader. He's an actual crypto guy. So
I mean, he made a funny tweet because everyone's obviously worried about because he sold all his hype for whatever it was. And he just quote tweeted it saying, "Sorry, had to put the deposit down on a new Rari."
oh, brilliant. Okay, Sun Perp has debuted a new Perps Dex. Don't know if that has a token. No, it doesn't. No, Sun Perp. Oh, hold on. Perp. No, that can't be right.
Well, seeing as we're doing Pump and thingy, should we do BNB?
I was thinking BNB.
We didn't mention BNB, did we, today? But
I
we
don't
were
think
meant
we've
to
ever.
mention it.
I don't think we've ever done a BNB. I don't think we've ever done it.
Well, let's do BNB because that's the other thing. It actually went all-time highs.
Yeah,
One of the only things to reach all-time highs.
touched $1,000.
Yeah, and just to think, I saw CZ's tweet that back in 2017, this thing was like a couple cents.
Mm.
Look at that. Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It was a massive, like, BNB was the Solana ecosystem before Solana. So it had
Yeah.
all of the, like, crazy.
Oh, look, we have done predictions on it
Okay.
just a while ago, obviously.
Back in those days, look, whatever
Oh,
we
look,
predict.
we're back at 1,000,
Yes, I think we're just
pretty
below it now.
much. Yeah, just below $8 off.
Yeah.
Right, so Bitcoin, where do you think we're going this week?
118.
Ooh, you reckon we get a little bounce?
Yeah.
Why
Yeah, we
not?
have to because we've had our liquidations now.
You don't reckon it maybe drifts a little lower?
No, because the liquidations, it's
Oh.
clear that it just happens. If the macro was different, if S&P was down, if Trump decided that there was going to be some sort of ban on Bitcoin, or if something like that had happened, then yeah. But market movements say that this is going to be a V-shaped correction.
Hmm. 115 is too conservative, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Far
You can
too
go for it though.
conservative.
You can go for it.
What about 109?
Oh, lower.
Because I think we could come up and then have maybe another flush.
Yeah, go on. I'll give you 109. I don't
Can I
think
do 109.5?
you can. You can do anything that's lower than we are now.
Right, okay, 109.5.
109 is fine.
109,500, please, sir.
$109,000 for each Bitcoin. That's
Yep.
great.
And for ETH, ooh, where are we gonna go?
4,600.
Ooh, 4,000. Right, I'm sticking with my bearish bias. Where did you say 4,600?
Yeah.
So there. I am going to say 3,800.
You have been saying bearish ETH for a little while, haven't you?
I think it's going to retest the 3.4 to 3.8. Once we've done that, we can go to all-time highs.
Fair.
That's what I think. I don't think this test to 4K was enough.
You need more blood, do you?
More blood in the streets.
More blood in the waters.
B&B.
No, fart next. B&B's
Oh,
last.
yeah, sorry. Fart. What do you think? Ugh,
Look at
it's
that.
not a good-looking chart
Look at
at
that.
all.
Oh my gosh.
Like,
Oh my
this is
god.
one of the last stands. This box that we're currently in.
And it's dropped out of it.
Yeah, I
But
mean, there is some support where we are now, but if it doesn't hold 60 cents, it's likely going to this 44 to 37.
I do feel like it got pushed out of the box by the liquidation cascade.
Yeah, it wouldn't
That's what
surprise
I
me if
think
that was
makes
a
that.
push.
Yeah, that's what I think makes that chart look wonky. I've got to say,
The other
hey,
thing, though, there is a potential double top, and the measured move for that double top is
we've done it.
no, it says 50 cents. So you've had the you had your bearish retest and then continuation.
Yeah,
See, had I been looking at the charts, that's a perfect short setup
yeah.
because you're into support, retest, bang. So we can now change this to red because this is now going to act as resistance.
Yeah.
But fart, where do you think?
86.
Ooh, that's big.
I know. I'm
That
a
is
big
big.
lad.
86.
I'm a big lad. I think that, yeah, I think that this flush we've had over the last 2 days or today, I think it is temporary. Look, the cat's giving me a high five. She agrees. Yes,
If that cat gets it right, I want it to manage my money.
high five. That'll make a change from the stuff that she does most of the day.
I'm going to say 50 cents.
Oh, even lower.
Yeah, I'm going to say we hit that target, double top target.
What are we at now? 61.
Pump. What do you reckon?
Solana season, baby. I'm going to say 88 cents.
88. You mean
Sorry,
0.
just 8. I was going to say 80, but then I realized it was 8.
So there.
Yeah. Just 8 cents. Sorry, not 80.
Okay. Well, it's a fraction of a cent because it's not even a cent yet.
Yeah. So not 8 cents.
0.008.
You know what I mean.
Yeah. I'm going to go slightly bearish again and stays 0.005.
Look at you, party pooper.
Is that too close?
Not for me. I'm happy with you going with anything lower because I don't think we go any
It's
lower.
another 15%.
I think we've done our lower.
No, I think we drift in. And then finally BNB.
Well, whenever BNB is below 1,000, my DeFi position is out of range. So let's
Oh,
hope it reclaims 1,000 sooner rather than later. Can I say 1,100?
you can sir.
All-time highs next week, BNB.
New all-time highs again.
Yeah.
I'm going to continue my bearish bias train and go with 930.
Oh gosh, we do not like you this week.
Right, over to you, sir, with hyperliquid positions. How did we get on last week, by the way? I didn't
We were
actually
doing
look.
really well, until this morning.
Oh,
We were up on everything, and now we are
we're
down.
down.
Massively down as well.
Shit, boy.
Yeah, we were up. We were up like 30% on hype.
Should have called a community vote.
Do you know what? I'm furious with myself that I didn't. I am furious with myself that I didn't. But yeah, we definitely should have called a community vote because we were flying high. Let me close all.
Yep, sad day in the office.
Market close. So our balance is now
Oh,
back. What?
the Doge one was for the month, though, no?
Well, it's gone now.
It's gone now. Too late.
Gone now. So yeah, we closed both of those. We don't have any other positions. Let's see our trade history. Yeah, I think we got tapped out on Filecoin.
Okay, that's the one we were missing.
Yeah, got tapped out on Filecoin. We did actually have so Filecoin has been as low as 50 already.
Where?
Oh no, sorry.
That's the price. Yeah, that's trade value.
As low as $50. Yeah. All right, CryptoSI. So we lost big on that, lost on that, lost on that. So we've had a
bad day in the office.
Yeah, well, do you know what? It happens when things cascade. There's nothing you can do about it. That's why winners don't do drugs or perps.
Exactly.
So, what do you want to take today? I'll take the Filecoin long if you don't want it.
What, the long?
Yeah, I'm taking a long.
You can take a long because mine's going to be a short regardless. But what I would like...
You're going to do a limit?
Possibly. But I don't know if that's me just being picky. That is really picky, isn't it?
A little bit.
Okay, so you're doing a Filecoin long. I'm going to take an ETH short. But I'd like a limit at 4,220.
All right, so let's go to but it's a limit, is it?
Yeah, a limit short of $4,220.
Okay. Short. Well, let's do the usual. Oh, can you get out of here, please? We'll do the usual $20.
$20.
TP.
Can I have a take profit at my target of 3,800? And then I'd like a stop loss at 4,320.
That's quite tight.
You reckon?
Yeah, because you're not starting till 4,220.
About 380.
All right, I'm going to place this order.
Yeah, good one, mate.
3x short. It's done. Open order. Okay, I am going to take a very simple Filecoin long, even though we got busted on it last time.
If you don't succeed at first, you try, and try again
Indeed, sir.
until liquidation, because
Till
then you can't try anymore.
you've got nothing left. I've got nothing left. My take profit will be, what did I say on here? 86. Wow, that's a big old
Oof,
gain.
that's a big gain.
That's a big boy.
Come on, we want this. I'm
My
praying that you're right this week.
my stop loss will be 50. No, that's a bit wide.
50 cents.
I was going to
That's
say,
my that's where my target was, so gives you
yeah.
sufficient room,
All right, sufficient
I would
wiggle
have
room.
said.
Okay, that's me. I will place that order. So I'm immediately at play.
Yeah. I think this is a sensible approach.
Yeah, we're kind of hedged now, aren't we? If the
Yeah.
market rebounds strong, as I think it will, our fart coin makes buco dollars.
Yeah.
And if we keep going lower, you're short.
Well, we covered both scenarios on the assumption that we get a rebound and my limit gets hit.
Yeah, that's the only problem. If we just keep going down, then we're in big trouble.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
Right. Is there anything else you want to mention, or is that it for this week?
Please like and subscribe. Share this with your friends. Oh,
Yeah.
I had some questions. Oh my gosh.
What was the questions?
Where did I get the questions? I've got questions on Telegram. Who sent me the questions on Telegram? Oh, I can see the new group now. Yeah. I can't find it. Oh no.
Do you vaguely remember what they were asking?
No, I can't remember at all. I can't remember at all. Oh, all right. Give me a few more seconds. I'm just going to quickly check again. See if I see the chat. It wasn't that. Oh, here we go. Here we
Got
go.
it?
Yeah, it was somebody asking, can we do because we was talking about the Solana phone, can we do a setup of the Solana phone? They
Yeah.
would like to see a setup of the Solana phone. And
Okay.
where was the questions? What do you think of holding DAI instead of USDT? Because USDT is centralized.
I think it's a good diversifier. Like, I wouldn't go all in and that be my only stable. But do you know, like we've mentioned before, where we'd have like a bit of each one. So maybe 10% DAI, 10% USDT, 10% USDC, and then like 30% Bitcoin
Yeah.
or something. Like there's no safe place.
So
It's
here's my
just spreading
problem.
risk.
Here's my problem with that is that DAI is underwritten by USDC, I believe it is,
So it's the
and
same risk as
USDT.
holding
So
USDC
you
then.
end up having a little bit of risk. So if USDT goes kaput, then however much percentage of DAI was in USDT, you would lose that percentage on the dollar. So if
Right.
DAI underwrites 30%, you'd lose 30% of your dollar. So you still carry some risk, but you carry less risk. What I
Yeah.
would love to see one day would be a stable coin which was underwritten by the value of Ethereum or the value of
Mm,
Bitcoin itself. I'd love to see that. I'm assuming they exist somewhere. I just don't know where they are, but I think that would be very useful.
yeah. That could be good.
So, long story short is yes, you should diversify. Don't just hold USDT, but you should understand that some of these other, especially decentralized stablecoins, they are actually underwritten by centralized assets, which harms them. So we should
Yeah.
know what we're underwriting with.
Indeed. So until next time, ladies and gentlemen, look after yourselves and we shall see you soon. Adios.